Hey all, Chris Bassett here, and I'm going to do a high temperature oil change on my Sportster. Let's get into it.
Run the motorcycle until the engine has reached normal operating temperature. Turn the engine off and allow the oil to settle in the oil tank. Remove the oil filler cap by pulling up. Grab a drain pan and place it underneath the oil tank drain line. On the 1994 to 2003 models, the drain hose is secured to a lug on the rear muffler mount on the left side of the motorcycle. Here's an illustration that shows the configuration of your hose clamp. I'm going to point to it with my middle finger, and there it is right by the transmission case. Detach the hose clamp and then direct the hose end into the drain pan. Allow the oil to drain completely. Remove the oil tank filler cap for faster oil flow. This takes a few minutes, so you got some time to burn while you're waiting for your oil to drain out. Standard oil viscosity and quantity is 20 W50, 3.3 quarts. After the oil is completely drained out, go ahead and reattach the oil drain hose and clamp. Next, place your drain pan underneath the front portion of the crankcase, right underneath the oil filter. You may need to use an oil filter wrench if you don't have the hand strength to just turn it off. Use a little hammer, knock it loose, and then you want to break it loose by turning it counterclockwise. Quickly remove the oil filter as oil will begin to run out of it. Hold the filter over the drain pan and pour out the remaining oil. Place the filter in a plastic bag, seal the bag, and dispose of it properly. Remove any oil residue before installing the new filter. So as I was saying before, 20W50 is the standard viscosity oil that you want to use on this bike, 3.3 quarts. I did pick up my new oil filter from Walmart, and here is the Fram part number. I will put links in the description if you want to help support the channel. No extra cost to you. Go ahead and use my links to buy your filter and oil. I appreciate it. So this year I went with a different viscosity oil. I went with the Valvoline 50. It's supposed to be a high-performance racing oil that's good for extreme weather. Since I typically ride my bike in warmer temperatures like 80 degrees or above, I'm going to try out this new oil this year. I was having a little bit of trouble with the oil becoming too thin. Because my engine's air-cooled, I thought I needed some extra protection. Coat the gasket of the new filter with clean oil, and then pour approximately 4 ounces of engine oil into the new filter. Screw the oil filter onto the mounting pad by hand and tighten it until the filter gasket touches the sealing surface. Then tighten the filter by an additional 1/2 to 3/4 turn. Careful not to over-tighten the filter. The last step is to add the correct viscosity and quantity of oil to the oil tank. Like I said, 3.3 quarts is what you're looking for. On the 94 to 03 models, there is an additional procedure to remove air from the oil tank drain hose. You want to go back to your hose clamp, detach it, and allow a small amount of oil to drain out of the hose, and then reattach the drain hose and clamp. That last step is needed if you want to prevent oil pump cavitation. Basically, if your oil's becoming foamy and like bubbles up out of the tank.
Hey, check out this other video right here. I put links in the description for the parts, so check that out. If you have any questions, put it down in the comments, and if this was helpful, hit the like button. Thanks.